Johari's fingers trembled, but her voice did not. You can't live your life chained to past regrets, Jamal. He turned toward her then, eyes burning with a quiet intensity. These are not past mistakes. They are happening now, right now. And we are still making them. The difference is, we can fix them before it's too late. Her expression hardened instantly. If you're trying to convince me to go back home, forget it. Even if you put a gun to my head, I'm not going back. Then, why did you tell me I could stop the bus? He asked. I said you could go back. She answered without hesitation. Not me. The words landed between them like a wall. Jamal turned away again, shrinking into himself, his shoulders sagging under the weight of indecision. Johari watched him, and despite her resolve, she too began to feel smaller, less certain, less victorious. Miles away, in Jamal's family home, panic had taken a physical form. Mama Jamal and Nana struggled to support Baba Jamal, each holding one of his arms as they carefully laid him down on a woven mat outside. His breathing was shallow, his face pale. When they finally sat beside him, exhaustion and fear clung to the air. Mama Jamal wiped her tears with the edge of her scarf. I don't know if my son is safe wherever he is, she whispered. What if something terrible happens to him? Nana scoffed bitterly. He brought this upon himself. I heard that Johari's parents have asked the police to stop and search buses leaving Wanza toward Dar es Salaam if they're caught. This time, Jamal will go to prison. For real.
The words made Mama Jamal's knees feel weak. I still can't believe your brother could be this foolish, she said, her voice cracking. All the money I sacrificed to pay his school fees. If that money had gone toward treating your father, maybe by now he would be healed. But I didn't want my son sitting at home without an education. I denied myself everything so he could study. And this is how he repays us. God sees everything. Her pain spilled freely now, no longer contained. Nana crossed her arms tightly. That's what happens when sons are given priority, she said coldly. Whenever school fees were short, you were always ready for me to stay home while he continued, let Jamal study first, you'd say. And now, look at the results. Mama Jamal lowered her head. If only he had endured just one more year, she murmured through tears. Finished Form 6, he might have gotten a good job, maybe even a government position instead. Love has erased everything. He forgot how I worked day and night under sun and rain so that he could study. And one day help this family. He is my child. But it feels like he has cut out my heart. She broke down completely. Nana, despite her resentment, pulled her into an embrace. Back in Mwanza, inside the regional police headquarters, authorities sat behind a polished desk. OCS, Officer Commanding Station. Kanenge leaned back in his chair as Baba Johari sat opposite him, his face tight with controlled urgency. We have conducted searches on 87 passenger buses, the OCS said calmly, from Mwanza to Dodoma. And on roads leading to 3 other regions. I don't believe your daughter has gone very far. She's likely still within reach. Baba Johari nodded, hope flickering in his eyes. I believe so too. I only ask that you push your officers harder, I assure you. That will be a generous token of appreciation.
The OCS raised a hand slightly. Even without that, it is my duty to protect our citizens. Your daughter will be found and returned home safely. Ungrateful, honorable OCS. Baba Johari said, standing, I trust in your support. Remove all doubt, Kamenge replied. As Baba Johari left the office, hope followed him like a fragile companion, easily broken, but impossible to abandon. At the Morogoro Regional Bus Terminal, chaos hummed with purpose. Passengers disembarked, stretching their legs, scanning destinations, chasing connections. Among them stood Johari and Jamal, their bags heavy on their shoulders and their silence heavier still. This is Morogoro, Johari said, observing the unfamiliar surroundings. Jamal let out a humorless laugh. Oh my God. The first bus took us from Mwanza through Morogoro to Dar es Salaam. The second brought us back from Dar to Morogoro at this rate. The third one might return us to Mwanza. We're not going back, Johari said sharply. If you want to return, go alone. And what do I tell your parents? Jamal asked. The letters we left clearly said we ran away together. How do I come back alone? If you can't go back alone, she replied coldly, and we move forward. Jamal shook his head slowly. One day, you'll regret these decisions. We still have time to fix this before it destroys us. Let's go home. Then go, Johari said, already walking away. She spotted a queue forming near a bus, preparing to depart without asking where it was headed. She joined the line and bought 2 tickets. Jamal hurried toward the conductor. Excuse me, brother, he asked nervously. Where is this bus going? To Liani, the conductor replied. Why? Where are you going? Jamal looked at Johari as she accepted the tickets, her face unreadable. We're going there too, he said finally, to Liani. The conductor nodded. Then buy your ticket. Johari handed Jamal one of the tickets. They boarded the bus together, not knowing whether Tiliani was closer to freedom or ruin, but knowing one thing with terrifying clarity. They were already far from home, and perhaps not far away from consequence. And Baba Johari's car rolled into the compound and came to a quiet stop. The dust it raised lingered in the air. Like an unanswered prayer, he stepped out slowly, the weight of the day clinging to his shoulders, and found his wife seated on the veranda, her posture stiff, her eyes fixed on nothing in particular. She did not need to look up to know it was him. Any news from the police? Mama Johari asked, her voice carefully controlled. Nothing new. Baba Johari replied as he joined her. They're still searching. The OCS assured me they will find her. He sat beside her, resting his elbows on his knees, staring into the yard as though Johari might suddenly walk in from the gate. On my way back, he continued after a pause. A thought came to me. Mama Johari finally turned to him. What kind of thought?